light of hope to a million Negroes who have been seared in the flames of withering injustice. It came as a joyous daybreak to the long night of that country.
But 100 years later, the life of the Negro is still sadly crippled by the manacles of segregation and the chains of discrimination. But 100 years later, the Negro still resides on a lonely island of poverty in the midst of the vast ocean of material prosperity. But 100 years later, the Negro still finds himself languished to the corners of American society and finds himself in exile in his own land. And so, we've come here today to dramatize this shameful condition.
In a sense, we've come to our nation's capital to cash a check.
Cha-ching! When the architects of the Republic wrote the magnificent word of the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence, they were signing a promissory note to which all Americans were to fall heir. This note was a promise that all men, yes, black men and white men, were guaranteed the unalienable rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
It is obvious today that America has defaulted on its promissory note, insofar as the citizens of color are concerned. But instead of honoring this sacred obligation, America has given the Negro people a bad check. A check which has come back marked insufficient funds.
But we refuse to believe that the Bank of Justice is bankrupt. We refuse to believe that there are insufficient funds in the great vaults of opportunity of this nation. And so, we've come to cash a check that which upon demands the riches of freedom and the security of justice.
We have also come to this hollow spot to remind America that this urgency now.
Now is the time to make real the promises of democracy.
Now.
It is time to lift our nation from the quicksand of racial injustice to the salt rock of brotherhood.
Now.
It's a time to make justice a reality for all of God's children.
It would be fatal for the nation to overlook the urgency of the moment.
No, this moment.
The whirlwinds of revolt will continue to shake the foundation of this nation until the bright day of justice emerges.
But there is something I must say to all people who stand on the world's threshold which leads into the palace of justice. In the process of gaining our rightful place, we must not be guilty of wrongful deeds. We must not allow our creative process to degenerate into physical violence. Again and again, we must rise to the majestic heights of meeting physical force with soul force.
My destiny is tied with your destiny. Your freedom is inextricably bound by my freedom. We cannot walk alone.
And as we walk, we must take the pledge that we will continue to march ahead.
We cannot turn back.
Let us not wallow in the valley of despair. I say to you today, my friends.
And even though we may face the difficulties of today, tomorrow, I still have a dream. And it is a dream deeply rooted within the American dream.
I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its freedom.
We hold these truths to be self-evident,
That all men
and women
Are created equal.
I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, former slaves and former slave owners will be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood.
I had a dream that one day your race would not determine which Chicago neighborhood in which you resided.
I have a dream that one day my four little children will live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the contents of their character.
I have a dream today. I have a dream. That one day down in Alabama, little black boys and girls will join hands with little white boys and girls as sisters and brothers.
I have a dream that one day the Monmouth College community will be able to unite as one and fight for the
Wrapping the rain from Lookout Mountain, Tennessee.